Dan, 3 months since the big announcement of the takeover. How's the summer been? Pleased with progress?
Yeah, it's been a busy period. Obviously, as you can imagine, with lots of things going on behind the scenes. So, moving training ground, obviously the recruitment window or the transfer window being open for us to go and add the recruits that we have. We've had a pre-season tour away, which has been really beneficial, and there's been lots of hard work around the stadium getting ready for obviously our first home game of the season as well. So.
The training ground move is a big one, and lots of infrastructure change here too.
Yeah, and I made a reference to it previously. Coming across the Highlandton brings lots of benefits to us as a club, first team and academy. But I think with the inclusion now and the development of the new hybrid Deso pitch we're installing right now, which we hope to be finished mid-September onwards, gives the players, the staff, and everyone a feel that that's the objective and the aims are being achieved on and off the pitch.
Well, we saw earlier recruitment than we're used to at Wycombe Wanderers in the window so far. How would you sum up the recruitment so far during the window?
Yeah, I think whilst coming into the club, I think there was a real clear identity of the players and positions that we needed to add more quality into. So, I think off the back of the work that's been done previously, we were able to execute them early on in the window. I think that's a real beneficial thing for us to have lined up, because effectively you can bring them in early, you can embed them into our club, we can embed them into our playing style. The manager and the coaches are able to work with them, they're able to integrate into the team. So I think from our side, I think it's really important to have got that business done early.
And the window's still open, of course, until the end of the month, so the season will get going. But is there more business planned?
Yeah, I think naturally the fallback from the Euros and those kind of competitions is probably been a detriment not just to us but to other clubs in our space in terms of loans. So we're still probably in the loan market to look at adding players into the squad. I don't foresee us necessarily going into buying players at the moment, but I think that's something that we'll address case by case.
Do you feel the team are in good shape for the new season?
Yeah, certainly, and credit to the players and staff involved in pre-season. The players being away from the training facility and the staff, making sure they're up to the condition levels ready to come in for pre-season. I think that's been evident, and obviously then the background staff and the backroom staff effectively that have been working with the players to get them up to the level. And the pre-season friendlies have been a real good mix of a test. So we played against some championship teams and some League Two teams for different styles, and that's been structured really well. And I think we've got lots of benefits out of both. And I think we're seeing the fruits of what happened from last year and tailing that off to now what we're looking to do to go forward. So I think it's been a real productive pre-season. And
what is the expectation of the season?
Yeah, and I've been really open with this to the players, to the staff, and to trust and to the fans and the wider community. I think we're not going to sit here as an ownership group to state that we've got a specific position to go after. As I've been really open with, this is a real build phase year for us. So I don't want to put any undue stress on the players, the manager, us as an ownership group, wider staff to say that we have to hit that mark. We want the players and staff to push. We want them to be competitive. Whilst I'm not sitting here undervaluing the opportunity we have right now, I think we just have to be really patient as well.
So away from the first team, what progress has been made with the creation of the academy?
Yeah, I think some exciting progress. Obviously with Jeremy Sawyer joining us in the last few days, I think it was very clear from us as an ownership group that the academy is going to be a huge part of the football club going forward and its future. So that process was paramount from making sure we found the right candidate. We've found that person in Jeremy, and I think his calibre of expertise working for Premier League football clubs, working for the Premier League, working for and building an academy through his previous work, I think is a testament to the calibre of person we've been able to attract to the club. He's excited by the project, and we share mutual understanding and feeling of how we can grow this as a pillar for the club. I think For us, it's going to take time. Like, it's a very complex process, building an academy from scratch. So, he's going to be the stakeholder of driving everything from staffing appointments to strategy to vision, working alongside us as the ownership group to build that out. So it will take time, but and just again, it's probably just a reminder to everyone, just be patient to see the fruits of the labour from that.
And off the pitch, what have been the major developments?
Yeah, I think inevitably Harlington has been a huge development for us. As I touched on, the build of the new pitch that's being installed. I think we're also looking at, or we have obviously installed new office space for off the pitch staff. There's also projects going on around the gym right now. So there's lots of things that are still to be established. And they're still in its infancy of building things for the academy, but also for the staff that are currently here to date. I think as well, back to the stadium and the stadium staff, one of the things that again has been a focus is to produce more objective measures in terms of how we operate at the stadium. So things within the media department, whether that be in the commercial department, ticket sales. So we're not just using data, as a focus for the football side. We're looking to how we integrate it across the club. We've been fortunate to inherit, staff, good staff, processes, policies, things like that have already been instilled into the club. So naturally, we want to work with them, and then we grow with them and see how we can help and support them as individual departments. I think also, as you would have seen, we appointed Tim Davies in as CFO and finance director for the club, and again will work with us to bring that sustainability element to the football club, and that's something again that we've made very clear that we need to gather both on and off the pitch.
And finally, Dan, what's the message for the fans ahead of the new season?
Yeah, I think firstly, I think thanks to everyone. I think the warm welcome that we've received since obviously being in the club for the last 3 months. It's a testament to the whole club, what's been here previously, and what's part of the football club. You can sense on match day for me personally on Tuesday last week against Watford. Walking around, seeing people smiling, saying hello. That ambience of family club was ingrained throughout the whole evening. So thank you for that personally. Yeah, I guess from the ownership group, we feel the sense of optimism and there is that from everyone involved in the club and the fans, and we're privileged and honoured to be kind of leading that forward and what we can do as a club going forward. I think from Mikel and myself and Edward, we're speaking regularly, daily, around everything to do with the club, not just on the football side, but everything to do with the business side, but also the fan engagement, the community, everything to do with the volunteers that are involved in the football club. And I guess, taking everything I've spoken about in terms of everything that's been here previously and where we're going to, I think, it's an exciting journey to be a part of personally and as an ownership group, and hopefully everybody involved in the club sees that. And I think that journey's going to take time. And we have to be patient, but we know this. We're in it for the long haul as well. So I think from our side, the future's bright.